traveling has been my driving force in life for the last 5 years. Whether it's by sea on my sailboat, or by land in my camper van and motorcycle, my sense of adventure has always acted as my compass. Subscribe to become a part of the journey and experience all the beautiful places and people I encounter along the way. Alright, so we just kind of fired up the engine and are picking up the anchor right now. We have to leave this protected little anchorage and go right into Spanish Wells to get some fuel, water, and a couple of groceries because we're running low here. And we've been waiting for the last couple of days for the wind to slowly die down. It's calmed down a little bit today, but we are getting dangerously low on water. You can hear the water pump kind of struggling for a little while.
Part about being on Taylor's boat. I don't have to do anything.
I'm using here is just a little filter that I use to filter it before it goes in the tank. Kind of see how much gunk and stuff is left behind at the bottom there. So that prevents all of that from going inside your fuel tanks. So it's a pretty nice, cheap little thing. So what happened, Keek?
Dropped my damn specs in there. I gotta go down and get them. It's ratty water.
Yeah, this is not the best place. Like, there's like all these fishing boats here and the fuel dock. And he's gonna have to dive down like right under there. He's got him. He's got him. He's got him. Got it. Well done.
Bad boys are built in Cabana. They're like $800, so
no, they're
can't
not.
be losing
they're
them.
Actually $40 from West Marine. Well, we accomplished pretty much everything just in time. Got groceries, fuel, water, even got a battery cable that we needed, and now we are underway again. And we're not going to go back to the same anchorage where we were. We are just going to move along and anchor right by Current Cut, which is the cut that we need to get through early in the morning tomorrow morning. We're kind of getting a little head start tonight, and then tomorrow we'll be set up really well to head over to Shroud Cay for the Young Cruisers float. And there's going to be a bunch of people there, a bunch of boats there. We're going to be meeting back up with our friends. Right now, Kiki is just whipping up a little bit of a dinner underway.
Eating up a little bit of slop.
The sponsor of this episode is NordVPN, and I've actually been using NordVPN for a couple of years now. And when I was traveling in the States, I really wanted to watch Yellowstone, but it wouldn't work through my Canadian Prime while I was in the US. And thanks to NordVPN, I'm able to watch all of my favorite TV shows and movies, even while traveling very frequently through different countries. It's super easy to use. You can connect with one click, or you can enable auto connect. And it's been proven by speed tests, NordVPN is the fastest out there, with over 5,500 servers in 59 countries. And threat protection is a major upgrade of NordVPN. It's the next step in protecting users and offering a safer and smoother online experience. I highly recommend NordVPN, and you can get an exclusive deal using code TAYLOR through my link in the description, and it's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. So we spent the night anchored here just right by the cut, which is just kind of right behind me here. And it was a super beautiful, calm night. We haven't had a nice, good sleep like that in quite a while. The last couple of days, even in the protected anchorage, it's been so choppy and just not nice. But it is like glass out here right now. It's supposed to be perfect conditions today. And we're timing leaving that cut so that the tide is helping us along, because if the tide's against you, you pretty much can't move through it. So we're up early this morning, anchor's almost up, and then we'll be on our way to the Young Cruisers float. Look at the current here. Can you see that?
It's a little speedy.
Woo. Going through that cut, you can really see why you have to time it. Like, the speed's already coming back down, but you really have to time it accordingly, because, I mean, the speed through the water was like 5 knots and the speed over ground was 10 knots, which means we had literally 5 knots of current helping us along. But if that was not in your favor, that would not be fun. You would be moving backwards. You would not get through here at all. So what's the story with this shirt, Kiki?
So I bought this piece back in Port Salerno. No, just kidding. Actually, Taylor bought it for me. It's a nice little gift for Christmas. And you can't put the thing on without ripping it in two. I mean, tie your shoe, you got a new hole in it. So I dig it though. It's good airflow for down here. Nice lightweight linen.
There you go.
Definitely was worn for like 30 years or so before Taylor got it, but all in all, I think it's pretty rad.
So for reference, I paid like $35 for this thing, and it was vintage.
Which means used and abused, yeah.
But literally the one time I hugged him, and it just ripped that giant hole in the back that you can see. Like, I gave him a hug, and it was just like... Okay, so what's the jig here? Why did we leave so early? Why do we have to be going through at daylight?
2 reasons. First reason we left so early, we wanted to roll through the current cut, which we were just showing you, while you could, you know, while it's possible. Second thing we got to do, we're going to bust down south here, going towards kind of Allen's Key and Pimlico and the top of the Exumas. And you've got this beautiful minefield all the way through it. Now, could we go out and around? Sure, but we're gonna add some miles and waste some time. And this is actually beautiful, but you just need to pay attention.
Yeah, like look at that. Those are all little coral heads in there, so we're gonna have to kind of weave our way through all of that, which is
and it looks
pretty hairy.
I mean, it looks a lot worse than it, well, it looks about like it is, actually. Yeah, no, it's kind of like that. You'll see. right, so one of the little known facts about your Taylor Francis here, she's a master chef.
Not really.
But this is a big bugaboo sometimes in sailing. If you're catching fish a lot, is canned tuna okay to make tuna salad with?
Well, we don't have any rods or anything to catch tuna, so.
We don't have any raw tuna, but let's all be honest. Canned tuna's the best.
It's pretty good. This doesn't look that appetizing, but
I beg to differ.
it's Mama Francis's recipe, and usually it's really good, but I don't know if I can make it as good as she does.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, it's been a beautiful day of mostly motoring. We did get the jib out for a little bit there. It was a little difficult just kind of dodging around the coral heads so much. We had it out for a while, but then, you know, eventually we kind of turned into the wind, so we furled it in. And now we're getting close, and it's so exciting. We've already spotted a couple of our friends, and actually, right in the distance there is Kiki's boat. We turned on the AIS just to kind of see all the boats that are around, and we saw quite a few of them. There's big gangs of boats coming, so I'm pretty sure that's probably for the float.
Coming in for the hip tie. Ooh.